Listen, y'all got something to sip on? Y'all got some tea, some coffee? Because I want y'all to watch something with me. Okay? Okay.
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Valentine's. I told myself I wasn't going to get upset this morning, and this is destroying me, like, so bad. Like, I've had this business for 24 years, and I built it up for my son, so one day they wouldn't have to work so hard. And now I'm just letting it go. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God, everybody. This is so messed up to do to somebody. No matter what's going on in your life, don't do this to people, because it destroys people. Like, I'm destroyed. Oh, God. Somebody told me let it all out. Like, today is really bad. Like, I can't believe that I had to do this again. But that way it'll all be out of my store, and so I won't have to look at it no more, because it just rips me off. Like, I've had stuff for a very long time from my childhood, and now it's got to go. Oh, man. I was going to pass that on to my son, Anthony Jr. Bruce, and now I'll never be able to. Appreciate everybody watching, and have a great Valentine's Day. I wish I had my family here. I'll let y'all go.
Listen, I don't know what was the catalyst for him losing everything and having to sell his business, because he doesn't say in that video clip. But there was a time I would see that video and I would feel empathy, I would feel sympathy. But since November 5th, 2024, and we got those election results, when I see stuff like this, I have one question. Who did you vote for? And based on your answer, that will determine if I have any empathy or any sympathy. But wait, there's more.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new, between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife the best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. And then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to.
The FAFO season continues as MAGA Trump supporters shed tears. This is so emotional. Let's watch the following videos that will come back here and discuss further about it. But before we watch the videos, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the videos together.
I own a painting company. I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man.
We could have voted for the nice black lady and we wouldn't be dealing with this chaotic nonsense that we're dealing with now. Every day the news has something to talk about because the man in the White House is a chaotic demon and he's not working in the best interest of the United States constituents. He's working in the best interest of Vladimir Putin and Russia and his billionaire oligarchs. We could have had the nice black lady that wanted to give people $25,000 to buy a house. The nice black lady who kept telling us that it didn't have to be this way. Let's move past this. We could have voted, we could have put the nice black lady in office who wanted to see Americans get ahead, who wanted to put in policy to regulate prices, to stop these companies from price gouging us. We could have voted for the nice black lady who wanted to expand Medicare and Medicaid. We could have voted for that lady. We could have voted for democracy. We could have voted for less chaos. So, my question is to this gentleman, who did you vote for? Because that will determine if I have any sympathy or empathy for you. That's all I got. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all heard about that newly married couple? White man married his Latina wife. They went off on their vacation. I forget where they vacationed. They came back into the country and she was detained by ICE. She was applying for citizenship, or she was in the process of it. But yeah, they detained her. And then for days, he had no idea what had happened to her. Yeah. And then I guess she got her phone call and she reached out to him. And that's when he found out that she was detained by ICE and she's somewhere in Louisiana. This them child. Don't they look happy? Happy and love. He's a single father, and so his son has pretty much adopted her as his mother, and the son is going through it. The husband is going through it. She's going through it, sleeping on the floor in a cell out there in Louisiana. She don't know what's going on. She ain't going before no judge. She ain't seen no lawyer. And now, of course, he voted for Trump. Now he's mad with Trump. Why you mad with Trump? Trump told you he was going to do this. None of this should have been a shocker to you. Trump told you that he was going to do the biggest mass deportation that this country has ever seen, and that it could be get bloody. So yeah, and then all over the news, it was being suggested for people to not leave the country if you are not a United States citizen, because you may have some problems getting back in. Not only will you not get back in, you might get arrested. But now he's mad with Trump. See, it was all fun and games during the campaign. All of the nasty, the vile talk that was surrounding deportations. Remember at the RNC, they all were holding up their signs, mass deportation now. Remember that? It was all fun and games then. And it was especially funny because you thought that it was going to happen to other people. I don't know what y'all thought. Y'all thought that y'all vote was really going to exclude y'all from the heinousness, the vileness, and the violence of Donald Trump's presidency. Don't be mad with Trump now, because he told y'all what he was going to do. And y'all was singing, I will vote for Donald Trump. Remember? Oh, let me get my video. Yeah, y'all was singing and dancing then, and now you crying now. Yeah, I don't have no sympathy for you.
Boy, do I have a fuck around and find out story for y'all today. So, you have this couple from Wisconsin. This guy's named Brandon Bartell. And his wife was an illegal citizen. But he voted for Trump. He thought he voted for Trump that his wife wasn't going to get deported because they've been married for 2 years, but she's not a U.S. citizen. But Bradley Bartell still voted for Trump. So these two goes on a honeymoon vacation to Puerto Rico, just loving their life. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her. She good. I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump. So they go to Puerto Rico for their honeymoon. And when they fly back to the United States, ICE agents was waiting on her. So they asked her, are you a U.S. citizen? She said no. So ICE said, you're not a U.S. citizen. You're going to get deported. But her husband, who voted for Trump, is telling the ICE agents that their papers are already in for her to become a U.S. citizen. But ICE don't care nothing about that. Trump don't care nothing about that. So they took his wife after they went on this lovely, lovely vacation over in Puerto Rico, just living their life. And they came back to the States, and ICE was waiting on his wife. And ICE took his wife, and she took her ring off like it was in the movies, y'all. Took her ring off and gave it to him and all that kind of shit. But no, dude. Brandon, you done voted for that bullshit, and you got your wife caught up in that bullshit. Now she's deported. She shouldn't be allowed to come back in the United States because of your decisions. You done fucked around and found out the hard way. And I tell you, that makes me feel so good because y'all just dumb. Y'all voted against your own interests, and now y'all paying for it. And now y'all paying for
it. Oh no, I'm devastated.
Did you hear about the Trump supporter who fucked around and now his wife is finding out? Ciao. Meet Bradley Bartrell and Camila Munoz. Bradley, an American citizen and Trump supporter, voted for Trump knowing two things. Number one, that Trump had ran his presidential campaign with one of the biggest promises being that he was going to crack down on illegal immigrants. And number two, that his wife, who was from Peru, came to America on a work/student visa that she had now overstayed, making her an illegal immigrant. I hate my wife, final boss. I guess Bradley was under the impression that because Camila was working and because she had no criminal record, that she would be safe. But was she safe? Is J-Lo a good singer? Because it's the same answer. So last month, Bradley and Camila were on their way home from their honeymoon in Puerto Rico when an immigration agent pulled Camila aside. They asked Camila if she was a U.S. citizen. She responds no, but her husband and her were taking the steps so that she could one day get her U.S. citizenship. They said, I'm going to stop you right there. Because we ain't asked all that. They said, we simply asked, are you a U.S. citizen? You said no, therefore, we have a little wedding present for you. Snatched her ass right on up and took her to a detention center. Well, and now Bradley says he regrets his vote for Trump and is calling people heartless because they don't care that his wife now has concepts of housing. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. You are getting exactly what you voted for. Trump was very clear about his plans for people who are undocumented. You knew that your wife was undocumented. What the fuck did you expect? Unfortunately, there's been a tariff placed on thoughts and prayers, so I don't have those for you, but I do hope that you continue to get everything you voted for. Also, I'm thinking about having sushi for dinner tonight, so I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
So imagine this. You're in love. You're in bliss. You finally found your person. You get married, honey, and you go to your honeymoon only to come home and get snatched up. This is Bradley Bartell, and this is his new wife, Camila Munoz. They literally just got married, and as they were coming home from their honeymoon in Puerto Rico, she got detained by ICE. They asked her, "Are you an American citizen?" She said no, because she's not. It should be noted that Bradley is a 10 toes down Trump supporter. He is one of those that somehow believed that Trump was only going to go after the criminals. Did Bradley read Project 2025? No, he didn't. Is his wife Camila Munoz a criminal? She's not so far as I can tell. Is he now regretting his vote for Trump? He is, very much so. They have been saving money for a house, to have kids, the whole nine. They have had to spend every dime on attorney fees. And apparently, Bradley has been calling for Trump to help him. Nobody's answering.
I voted for Trump, and now my wife is in an ICE detention center. Bradley Bartell comes from his honeymoon in Puerto Rico with his wife, who's from Peru. His wife gets stopped by immigration, and immigration asks her, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" That lady said no. She says, "But me and my husband have taken the proper steps for me to be a U.S. citizen." So you take your ass on a honeymoon and you're never let back into the country. And you're not even in the country you actually know. You're in a whole nother country. So for all you MAGA people who ordered a mail-ordered bride, don't leave the country. Don't leave the country. Because even if you're married or you're engaged, your spouse will still get deported. Yep. Now, Bradley and Camila met 2 years ago at a steakhouse, and Camila is now taking care of Bradley's 12-year-old son. Who gonna be taking care of that child now, Bradley? And how you gonna get your wife back? Because you can't talk to Trump. He don't care. What are y'all gonna do?
He voted for Trump, and now his wife has been detained by ICE. This is Bradley Bartell and Camila Munoz. They are newlyweds from the state of Wisconsin. Last month in February, when they were returning from their honeymoon in Puerto Rico, their lives took a dramatic turn. Munoz, who is originally from Peru, was stopped by an immigration officer at the airport and asked if she was an American citizen. Upon revealing her Peruvian origins, she was taken into custody despite being in the process of applying for a green card. Munoz originally came to the state of Wisconsin in 2019 on a work-study visa, which expired at the beginning of the pandemic. They waited 2 years before finally getting married. Bartell, who voted for Trump, says that he didn't think his wife was one of the illegals who the president he supported promised to deport. Now, as his wife sits in an ICE detention center in the state of Louisiana, Bartell is left questioning his support for Trump. What do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments and share this video to help spread the word.
Welcome back. So in this video, MAGA Trump supporters shed emotional tears because they believe that they have been betrayed by Donald Trump. Most of the things that he promised, he has not been able to deliver to them. Even those ones that he says that he's going to implement them from day one, most of them have not been implemented. Whereas some of them that they did not think that he will be implementing in that way, he has done it and they think it is overboard. Talk of the mass deportation and other things that is now affecting the people of the United States of America. It looks like a whole lot of people are being affected. Not only immigrants who are being affected, but the majority of people, citizens in the United States of America, are affected in diverse ways. Now, the Trump administration talked about mass deportation. That was one of the key campaign promises, and I think he's living up to expectation by deporting a lot of people from the United States of America. A lot of groups have been affected by this, and they are shedding tears for what is happening. Also, grocery prices has been on the ascendancy. Grocery prices have increased because of this mass deportation, because the farmers employ the services of these immigrants in order to work on the farms, and they are paid something very minimal. So since they are no longer there to work on the farm, if farmers should hire people to do it, it should be white people who will take a higher wage for the same work to be done. So definitely the grocery prices will go higher. Now, a lot of farmers, MAGA farmers who supported Donald Trump, have also regretted because of the same things. Their farms are now making losses, or their revenue has reduced, so they are also complaining a lot. A lot of groups have been affected in the United States of America because of Donald Trump's policies that he is implementing within this few weeks that he was instated as the president of the United States of America. Cost of health care is also very high. It is so high for United States citizens to access quality health care in the United States of America. If you don't have any medical insurance, then it is going to be a disaster for you, in the sense that some people stated that they do pay around $14,000, $16,000 in order to access health care. And this is very mind-blowing, in the sense that this money is so huge for an individual to spend on his or her health care. Also, the Donald Trump administration has cancelled a whole lot of benefits that people were getting. Talk of child care support benefit, it has been cancelled by Donald Trump. Food stamp has also been cancelled. EBT cards been cancelled, and many other things that has been cancelled by the Donald Trump administration, which is bringing a lot of pressure on households. Households' incomes are not able to sufficiently support these households, whereas inflation keeps on increasing. So a lot of people are really going through it in the United States of America, and it is not only people who voted against Donald Trump, but people who voted for Donald Trump are also facing the same thing. So in light of this, they feel betrayed and they are shedding this emotional tears. Do you think that they should be sympathized with, or do you think that whatever that they deserve, or whatever that they voted for, or whatever that they needed or wished for is what they have voted for? So we should just leave them like that to go through this emotional and difficult times. Let me know what you also think about all these in the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family on Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, X, and other social media platforms. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down here, click on the subscribe button, click as well on the notification bell, and I'd like to see you again in my next video.